American co-ed. Amanda Knox walks free. Straight out to Gene Casares. What an extraordinary, emotional day. What can you tell us about Amanda's whereabouts?
Well, Jane, the appellate jury overturned the judgments against Amanda Knox on number one, the homicide of Meredith Kircher, number two, the possession of the weapon, which would be the knife, the sexual assault of the victim, interfering with a crime scene, and theft. All of those judgments overturned by this jury. She was convicted of the lesser charge of defamation of a club owner at a bar because she had implicated him in the murder, but she was released because of time served.
This was an extraordinary day in Italy and all over the United States, particularly in Seattle, where there are so many supporters of Amanda Knox. That is her hometown. Let's go to Casey McNerthney, reporter with SeattlePI.com. You were with the Knox family and friends when this extraordinary decision came down. What was the reaction in Seattle? Casey.
Jane, it was pretty emotional. There was just a lot of tension in the room. You could really feel it. And then there was a little delay when people tried to understand exactly what the translator was saying. And then once the word overturn came through, there was a lot of emotion in the room, and it was just a very intense atmosphere.
I want to go to Ann Bremner, my dear friend, and a spokesperson for the Friends of Amanda Knox. Ann Bremner. She is reportedly going to Rome, and then she's going to get on a plane tomorrow and go back to Seattle. But the prosecution in Italy can appeal, and my understanding is they are going to appeal. So if they do appeal and the high court rules against Amanda, will the Italian authorities come after her in Seattle and try to extradite her back?
Like deja vu all over again, right, Jane? And Jane, I want to tell you, you know, on behalf of the Friends of Amanda Knox and the family, you've been so great on this story and so insightful and so supportive.
Thank you.
So thank you. It's a great day today. And yeah, I mean, so she gets all the way back to Seattle, and then the long arm of Mignini, the prosecutor who's been convicted of abuse of office, you know, comes back out to grab her back to Italy. But the fact is, I think we all know that an extradition grant from Seattle, it's such a remote possibility. She's got to get out of Italy and get out fast.
We are going to go now live to Perugia, Italy, where all of this is going down. Paula Newton, CNN correspondent, is outside the prison. Paula, paint the scene. Where is Amanda right now?
Jane, she is certainly not here in prison. This was her home for almost 4 years, but once she arrived here after that ruling, it took her less than an hour to get in there, get her things. She was escorted out with 2 cars and went on to see her family. What was so striking about it was, of course, the tension, but she still seemed quite sullen as she was leaving. And Jane, she was alone. She didn't have her lawyers with her. She didn't have her family with her. And she went off to, as we say, meet her family close to Rome right now.